I'm Paulina Leiser, producer of Focus Today. Thank you for watching this video, and make sure to check our other videos at theDove.us.
Welcome back to Focus Today, and it's been a while since we've had our good friend Allyn Root back on the air, but we are delighted to have him with us today. He is the author of quite a few books, The Angry White Male, or The Ultimate Obama Survival Guide, The Murder of the Middle Class, Millionaire Republican, The Conscience of the Libertarian, and his latest book, The Power of Relentless. And I don't know what he puts on his cereal in the morning, but this guy's got a lot of energy. Hi, Wayne.
Hey, Perry, how are you?
Good to see you again. How you doing? You getting any sleep?
Not really. I'm only going to correct you on one thing. You did good. You named all my books. That was great. I've got 11 of them, but you named the 5, 6 most recent. But the brand new one that's been out since August is actually Angry White Male, and it's about the Donald Trump phenomenon and how we're going to win the election and save the middle class. And it turned out to be exactly right, because this is the angry white male election. And even if you look at the Wall Street Journal yesterday, the Wall Street Journal had a story about rural Midwest towns. Voters who are white, working, and middle class are lining up to vote in numbers nobody has ever seen for Donald Trump. And that's what's going to win the election on Tuesday.
Wow. So what do you think of this unbelievable election cycle?
Well, I think it's what I've been saying for a year now, and what I've been saying for 4 months, June, July, August, September. This is now the 5th month that I've been saying it's Brexit. It's just like the English Brexit vote. No one thought it would win. Everyone campaigned against it. All the money was spent against it. And yet all the odds makers said it couldn't win and it was losing. All the pollsters said it was losing. And then it passed on election day and people were shocked. And I've been saying for these past 5 months that Donald Trump is our Brexit. I call him Trexit. And everyone's against him. Every party, all the establishment, all the media, all the corporations, all the Wall Street firms, all the banks, and yet he's going to win. Oh, and I didn't mention all the billionaires. Ironically, even though he's a billionaire, every billionaire comes out against this guy. And he's going to win anyway because the people are with him. And it was the same kind of people that won Brexit, Perry. White working class and white middle class voters of England were saying, we've had enough of immigration. Our country's being flooded. They're taking our jobs. They're killing our wages. And you have to raise taxes to pay for them. So we're paying more taxes. We are being destroyed. Same problem in England as in America. And all of us are sick of it. And we're going to take this country back.
So is this America's Brexit?
It is, with one difference, and it's funny because I wrote the book Angry White Male, but I put a little asterisk on it 2.5 months ago. I wrote a commentary. I said, Trump's going to win. This is his formula. It's going to be the largest white vote in history. White voters, middle class, working class white voters, combined with the highest percentage of black voters in 50 years for a Republican, combined with the lowest turnout of black voters for Hillary Clinton, for a Democrat. And sure enough, everything's falling into place. You've got long lines of a bunch of white middle-class guys wearing red hats that say, make America great again. And you've got, in every poll I've seen in the last 48 hours, 20% of the black vote for Trump, something no one believed was possible except me. And you've also got Democrats panicking because Hillary isn't attracting a turnout of black voters that's anything close to Barack Obama in 08 or 12, just like I predicted. And it's falling into place. And I'm really proud of that.
Let's talk about the bombshell a week ago Friday when the FBI director reopened the case. This thing is unbelievable. Everybody thinks it's political, but now they got an investigation going on for the foundation. You know the drill here, but there seems to be something very serious about this exposure, and that is that the highest levels of our government may have been compromised. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I think Wikipedia, again, there was a time where everyone involved with, I said Wikipedia, I meant WikiLeaks. There was a time where everyone involved with the WikiLeaks would go to prison, would get hung, they committed crimes against the state. I think they did us the greatest favor in the world. I'd give an award to Julian Assange. If Trump gets in, number one, I'd pardon Julian Assange. And number two, I'd give him the highest award of the United States of America. He let us know that our leaders are the most corrupt people in the world. And the Clintons and the Obamas should all go down in history as corrupt, and they should all go to prison. Now, people listening go, Wayne, we get it. Hillary Clinton's corrupt. What do you mean the Obamas? Well, do you realize if Hillary violated national security, all her emails were going to Barack Obama, her boss? He violated national security. He didn't report it. He didn't say anything about it. He was using a pseudonym on a private email server himself in communicating with Hillary. That means the two of them have to go to prison. I'm sorry. You all committed crimes against the American people and broke national security laws. So I think we got him this time. And a good friend of mine, Larry Kawa, is an orthodontist in Boca Raton, Florida, but he's a friend of Donald Trump, an orthodontist. And under the Freedom of Information Act, he applied for information about Huma Abedin and Hillary Clinton. And the information he got back proves, as of a few days ago, that Huma committed national security crimes and had classified and top secret emails mixed in with her emails. And so she's gone. And she's Hillary's chief of staff. So all you have to do is break her and offer her 5 years in jail instead of life. And she'll have to turn on Hillary. And so whether Hillary gets elected on Tuesday or not, Perry, she's going to wind up, if she's not elected, she's going to wind up in prison. If she is elected, then we have Watergate. And within a year of being elected, we'll have a presidency in massive crisis. And we'll have to replace the leader of the free world. It's a wild story.
But if she does get elected and she has control over who becomes the Department of Justice, the Attorney General, she could do her Teflon thing for a long time by delaying this. But on the other hand, those who voted for Trump probably wouldn't allow Congress to give this a pass. So we go into a constitutional crisis.
Oh, we will be in a constitutional crisis. Listen, there's no question we've seen over the last 8 years that this Attorney General's office is so politicized, so corrupt, so fraudulent. The Attorney General of the United States meeting on a tarmac in secret with Bill Clinton, not only the husband of the woman under investigation, but at the time, really, he was under investigation as well because there's multiple FBI and Department of Justice investigations into the Clinton Foundation. So at the same time he was meeting about the emails and that investigation, he was under investigation, and he's meeting with the Attorney General who's investigating him, and they wiped their hands of the whole thing and said, hey, don't worry about it. It was a chance meeting, and all we discussed was golf and our grandkids. These are the biggest liars in history and the biggest frauds and criminals in history, and they've all got to be brought down, and I could see it's happening. The FBI has had enough. They see that the DOJ will not do what needs to be done, so they've embarrassed them. They put pressure on them, and they've come out with all their own news conferences and all their own investigations. And the DOJ looks like fools now, and they're going to have to investigate. So they can't stop the FBI. The FBI has gone ahead and done it anyway, Perry. So I think we finally are breaking this banana republic America's become, and people are going to pay for this. And if Donald J. Trump wins, there's going to be a lot of people sent to jail. That I can tell you.
Well, the numbers over the last week or so, Wayne, have been unbelievable, and that is we've watched Hillary lose a double-digit lead within hours.
If you believe that poll. I mean, that was the ABC Washington Post poll. I never believed it. I'm the only guy in America, I guess, who stayed confident while it showed 13-point lead by Hillary Clinton. Never believed it for a second. Other polls showed 4 and 5 and 6, not 13. But nonetheless, that 13-point lead is gone. As of a day ago, Trump was up by 1. So he erased a 14-point lead in about a week or a week to 10 days. Pretty remarkable if that poll was correct.
How is it in Nevada?
The latest CNN ORC poll shows Trump up 6 in Nevada. So I think he's got the state. And I don't want to brag too much, but I think I helped him get the state. I think I single-handedly was the biggest difference. I'm the #1 radio talk show host now in Las Vegas, and I've been the opening speaker at all six Donald Trump rallies with 5,000 to 15,000 people at them since December in Las Vegas. And I'm the star columnist of the Las Vegas Review-Journal. My column's literally on the front page of the Nevada section every Wednesday and Sunday, and every column has been cheerleading Donald Trump and attacking Hillary. So I think I've been a one-man army that's won him the state. I wish he had a Wayne Root in every state. We'd win 50 states.
There you go. What's happening in Utah? That's still kind of a funny situation there.
I sure wish Donald had picked me to just travel the state of Utah. I didn't have time, so I couldn't have done it. But in my dreams, I should have been traveling the state of Utah, where I've got a second home in Park City, and I love the Mormon people, and I love Utah. And they're making such a tragic mistake. They don't know Donald the way I know him, and they could ruin the entire election and ruin their own lives for the next 100 years. Because here's my belief, Perry. If you want religious freedom and you're Mormon, the last thing you want to do is vote for Evan McMullin and hand the state by 1% to Evan McMullin, and nobody and nothing who happens to be a Mormon and has an agenda against Donald Trump. That one state and those few little tiny electoral votes could be the difference in the election. It could. I hope not, but it could. And forevermore, you've got Supreme Court justices that vote against religion, against religious freedom, against everything America stands for abortion, for gay marriage, against capitalism, all because you were so selfish and your ego was so big that you voted for a nobody nothing named Evan McMullin, who can't win any other state and will have nothing to do with this election except to elect Hillary Clinton and make sure you have 4 liberal Supreme Court justices for the rest of all time. The borders are open. You flood the country with foreigners, and no other Republican will ever have a chance to win the presidency, all because the selfish actions of a few Mormons in Utah who obviously don't understand what they're doing to themselves. Very, very sad, very frightening, very ridiculous, and really self-destructive. I mean, I didn't think the Mormon people hated themselves. Well, if you vote for Evan McMullin, you're killing religious freedom.
Mitt Romney behind that?
I don't know, but I loved Mitt Romney 4 years ago, and today I despise him. He's not the person I thought he was. He's not a nice man. He's not a loyal Republican. He's a jealous, bitter man who couldn't win the election himself, and he's so scared that Donald Trump might win it that he decided to destroy Donald Trump. And it's very, very sad. It's one man's selfish actions, and he has a huge sway over Mormons. So if I were to guess, I would agree that Mitt has the biggest part in this, yes.
Well, his book is called The Angry White Guy, or The Angry White Male, excuse me. You may want to pick that up. There's a picture up there on the screen. Huge seller, and check it out at the bookstores. Wayne, you're a delight. Keep up the good work, my friend. Let's talk on the other side of this and see how we are doing.
I think we'll be talking about President Donald J. Trump, and I hope he'll call on me to help in his administration. That's the plan. I've worked very hard for a year and a half, and I want to save this country.
All right. God bless you, my friend. Good to see you.
Thanks, Perry.
All right. We'll be right back.